Welcome to seated forward fold, or Paschimottanasana in Sanskrit. Here you can see Ryan's modified forward fold, and then the forward fold that I would do in a typical yoga class, and what you might see out of your typical yoga instructor. And some people can go a lot further with this, so this isn't even as far as you can go. Lots of people are able to lay their chest completely on their legs, which is not where I'm at with my hamstring flexibility. All right, you can see when Ryan just tries to reach towards his toes, there's a lot of strain happening through the shoulders, a little bit of rounding through his upper thoracic spine. And once again, his neck has a lot of strain in it and his head is pushing forward, which is something we want to avoid. So his hamstrings are quite tight, which puts a lot of strain through the lower back when he tries to just reach towards his toes. So we'll teach you to modify by bending the knees slightly, relaxing through the shoulders, and just allowing the arms to fall wherever they may lay. So it's not about getting towards your toes. It's about feeling a bit of a stretch in the hamstrings while maintaining the integrity in the back. So we're going to teach you that pose in this lecture.
So if you're new to yoga or you are a tight man, you come from maybe an athletic background, forward folds might be a really frustrating part of the yoga practice for you. It can be really tough to look around the room and feel like everyone else has their head against their knees and you can barely even rock your pelvis forward because you're so tight. And so an important part of yoga is not comparing yourself to others, first of all, which is really hard to do in a yoga class, especially if you're new and you're looking around. But another part that's really important is meditation. So using these poses as a time to meditate, to really get in touch with what's going on mentally can be really important for you. If you notice that you're frustrated, instead of pushing it away, really acknowledge that and be okay with that process, because it takes time to relax the hamstrings, to create length in them, especially if you haven't been stretching, if you haven't been doing yoga for a number of years. Really try and practice patience with yourself and your body, and know that at some point you'll probably get to where you want to be. And so we're going to move into the seated forward folds. So once again, propping yourself up on something will be really helpful to you. If you try to rotate your pelvis forward and you don't have the flexibility, it'll be really tough. So on an inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, fold yourself forward. So the fold is really coming from the pelvis here. So you don't want it to be coming just from the back. So if Ryan tries to reach just with his back, which he doesn't even quite have enough flexibility, but if he does that, it puts a lot of strain on the thoracic spine, which is not what we're looking for. We want to create a nice long spine as we go. So folding forward with a nice long spine. And something key here is bending the knees a little bit. Just taking some of the tension off of the hamstrings. If you're really tight, you're not looking to rip your hamstrings apart. You're looking to just create a nice little stretch back here. And it's really important to allow yourself to bend your knees. So if you happen to be in a class where nobody's propping themselves up, nobody's bending their knees, everyone's head is at their knees, it can be really intimidating, frustrating. You wonder what's wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Your body's just in a different place. So use this time to close your eyes and really just check in with your body, check in with your mental state, and turn into your breath, because breath is a really important part of yoga. And if you focus your awareness in on your breath, sometimes it helps to just calm the body down and maybe even relax the muscles a little bit. So know that if you come into a class and your forward fold looks like this is great. This is a lot better than just trying to reach the toes, but rounding in the process. This isn't going to help Ryan in the long run. It's creating a lot of strain on this part of his back, which we're not looking to create. We're never looking to create pain in the body. We're always looking to really come to the poses with compassion for ourselves. So give that a practice, see how your hamstrings are feeling, take some time to maybe meditate while in the pose. I encourage you to hold it for 5 to 10 breaths, and we'll see you at the next posture.